Hi everyone, welcome to the trading room. Let's get started. Just before we get started, the trading room, we trade in live market conditions. We show how to analyze, enter, and manage live trades. This is not the only way to trade, but our opinions, or my opinion in this case, all trades presented should not be expected to be replicated in your live trading account. Please be responsible when you trade your own funds or the firm funds. So just let me know quickly that you can see my chart and then you can hear me okay. In the chat, just leave me a Y or an okay or something. Thank you. Okay, let's get started. I will go quickly. Yesterday there were some Zoom issues around the world, so we couldn't do the trading room as we wanted. So let's just go through some long-term ideas, and then we will go to shorter time frames and look for some trading opportunities. This is the daily chart on the New Zealand USD. Look at this. We had all these up momentum, up movement, reaching all these supply and resistance area. And we have, you can see these pivots forming a higher high, correct? This is like a well-defined uptrend, higher highs, higher lows. But in the same time, if you see the MACD, we see a divergence in the MACD indicator. We have lower lows, lower heights and lower lows in the MACD. That shows, that's like the first sign that the buyers are losing power and losing momentum, and that we might expect a reversal. So this, of course, finding divergence is not a selling signal. The market could keep making higher highs. Okay, so this is just to be aware that we might have some selling pressure in the short term. And then afterwards, a few days ago, we had this candle. This is a very important candle, a huge tail in the up, a selling closing. So we might expect in the New Zealand USD some change in direction. Of course, we need to read the price in order to get some confirmation of that. So this is the New Zealand USD. We have long-term bullish momentum, but in the intermediate and short term, we might find some selling opportunities right here. If we go to the let's see, the pound. Pound, similar scenario. We have all this bullish momentum. Our bias is long. Initially, we would like to go long on some trades here, but we had this very uncommon formation right here. These very long candles, you can see like a code bar, all near this, again, this supply area, resistance levels right here. So after this formation, we should expect some breakout, either to the upside or to the downside, because these movements are this is like a money accumulation. There's a lot of orders being filled right now, and we can expect a breakout to the downside or to the upside. If we go to the weekly chart, you can see this tail in the upside. So that would be a very strong sell signal if this bar breaks here, down here. So that would be a sell signal. We have to keep watching price very closely to find some opportunities. In the meantime, today we are on a bullish movement, so we could either look for buying opportunities or sell opportunities in the short term. And finally, let's go to the Euro USD. Again, we have on the daily chart up movement. We are now in a slowing momentum. We have like this consolidation right here. We did have these, I call this pin bars, you know, the tail in the upside. So as long as price stays below the tail, the previous bar, I would be looking for selling opportunities. Actually, before the trading room started, I took some shorts, some scalp. I will show you right now. So we need to wait. We are in a waiting moment in the long term, but I would expect again also a selling opportunity if these levels here break. So let's zoom in a little bit. Let's go to smaller chart frames, time frames. Let's see if we find something. Let's go to the 5-minute chart. Let me show you the trades I took before. Took these two little scalps. Based on this tail right here, I saw this breakout right here. First retracement to new resistance and the tail. And this tail shows a rejection of these levels right here. So I took 2 shorts right here, and you can see the taking profits, 2 little scalps that work well. We are now climbing up. So I will need to wait for a little pullback on something and then join the bullish momentum. Let me clean the charts. Let me see what's going on the Euro USD, because the Euro USD formed, look at this tail right here. This is bullish momentum as well on the 30 chart. So if this level breaks, I would like to join the bullish momentum. Right now, we are in a waiting game. Okay, I think I'll stick to the Euro USD. Okay, maybe to the pound. Okay, look what's going on here. Daily. Okay, we just broke, let me clean this. We just broke the previous day high, which is right here, correct? So now we had this is the break, and we need to wait for a close of this bar. And as soon as this bar closes here above, I'll wait for some kind of pullback, and I'll try to join the bullish momentum. So I'll show you a little technique. Let's see if we can do this. Let me open up another chart. Same pound. We go to the, okay. This is what I called swing plus scalp. I'll try to join a swing position on the 5-minute chart, and then I'll try to do some scalps on the 1-minute chart. Let me open up. Okay, so our setup is on the 5-minute chart. Again, I'm waiting for any kind of pullback to this area. This would be the first retracement, and then a continuation. So I need either a pullback or a consolidation. While this happens on the 5-minute chart, I could try to anticipate on the 1-minute chart to this movement. So on the 1-minute chart, same thing. I need either a consolidation, sideways movement, trades accumulation, or a pullback, and then I'll join the up movement. But this is my first confirmation. We are going long on the pound. I had the break and the close of the bar in the 5-minute chart. So I'll wait a little bit. I could try to go long on the breakout of these candles right here, but right now I would be buying the most expensive price. And you know, we always hear you need to buy low and sell high. So right here I will be buying the highest point. So I do need some kind of pullback or consolidation before I join this movement. If anyone has a trading idea or wants to share, wants to look at a specific chart, just let me know in the pound while we find some trades. This would be a good moment. Let me keep looking for some trades. Let's go. GBP, EAPY, please. Let's look at this. Okay, pound yen looks similar to the pound dollar. We, on the daily chart, we are right now testing all these previous highs. If we can break these levels, we need to go long. On the 5-minute chart, again, we had the break of the of this pivot right here, and right now it's holding on the highest points on the red line, which is all this pressure right here, all these levels right here. So same as pound dollar, I would like to see a little pullback and then join the bullish momentum on the 5-minute chart at least. Maybe a pullback to this area. And then a continuation. So it's similar to the pound. Right now it's similar trading idea as the pound USD. I'm very tempted. I know. I'm very tempted to short the Euro USD. And let me check if there's some news today. Because I wasn't expecting that volatility right now. No big announcements. So without big announcement, we could try to sell these levels right here just for a few pips, for a little scalp. And if that doesn't hold, maybe to sell this area right here. But again, I would be going against the big bias and all today movement. So ideally, we want to go long and no short. But as long as prices stays below this point right here, we could try to sell this market for some shorts, little scalps. What's going on here? Okay, false breakout. Okay, we need some more consolidation and then either a breakout again, or a pullback and then continuation. And because we're trading real money, I don't want to force some trades. Let me see if we get this area. Let me see how it looks on the 1-minute chart. I start to see some slowing momentum on the 1-minute chart. You know, this tail right here, this candle hasn't closed yet, but might form a new. Okay, now it's breaking the highs. So there's a lot of buying pressure right now. I want to see how market behaves once it gets to this area right here. Okay. Okay, there's the break. I want to see a close. Okay, again, a tail. We want to see a close on a 1 minute chart. We want to see a breakout, a close, then a little pullback, and then we would join the up movement. But it's struggling to break that level. 1 tail, 2 tails, 3 tails. Let's see if this leaves a week or closes above. Okay, I think we can, I could try a little pullback. Let me see, how big is this range right here? We have 4 pips. If price comes down here, we could try to take a little scalp, you know, to scalp the consolidation. But if you do this, we need to go very, very, very small, because price might break to the downside to form the pullback we're anticipating. So we could try to buy the bottom part and then, you know, exit the top side for a little scalp, maybe 3-4 pips. Let me see how price behaves. I might take the trade. On the 5 minute chart, it's breaking now. It's forming a 3-bar reversal. This is the turning point on the 5 minute chart. It's breaking the low of the previous candle. Let me zoom in a little bit. So we should see some continuation right here. And there's the short on the 5 minute chart. I just missed it. Okay, I'll stick to the pound. Okay, let me take one. Let me take it. Okay, there you go. This is what I'll do. I just took a little, I'm just, you know, when you are about to jump in the water to a swimming pool, you first touch the water with your toes, right? You want to feel the water, how it feels, what the temperature. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm going very, very, very small, because I'm not sure, I'm not very certain about this pattern, right? I'm trying to scalp a little bit here to try to trade the consolidation. But ideally, I'm anticipating, or I am expecting a pullback. So I need to be able to hold this position for a little bit in case that goes against me. So I need to go very, very small on my first trade. As long as the trade forms the pullback I'm expecting, then I might add a little bit more volume to the trade. You can feel the indecision on the 5 minute chart. You have tails on the bottom, tails on the top. What else do we have? Okay, let's keep managing this. Okay, 5 minute chart, again, breaking the lower point. There should be there should be a bearish candle. I almost want the market to form the pullback so I can add to my position, because I got in very, very small. Of course, if it goes in my favor, I will be happy as well. So I'm kind of in a win-win scenario, because if it goes to the upside, I make profits. If it goes against me, it just forms the pattern I'm waiting for. And I need to also understand where does this pattern breaks down. So I'm expecting a pullback to this area right here. If price breaks those levels, I would go out of all my positions. So what I'm going to do right now, it's called averaging a position. I will add up, I'll scale in. You know, we always want to be precise and to enter at the best possible point, but it's very hard to do that in real time. So what I do is I build into a trade. I add to a position. So I start very, very small, and then I add a little bit more every time. But I need to know where all my analysis breaks down and where has my trade failed. So this is the top side. This is the bottom side of the consolidation. Let me zoom in a little bit. It's now breaking. If it truly breaks, there should be like 1 or 2 big down bars. If it forms a wick in the bottom, I might add a little buy position. I need to wait for the close of this bar. So I have 20 more seconds. And I'll get to all the questions. Just let me finish with the trade, and we'll get to the questions. I still think there's a lot of, I feel the bullish momentum also in the Euro USD. It's forming new highs. So, okay, so no wick. So there should be a continuation to the down, to the down. And then you see the bullish pressure right here, right? So if this candle forms, a wick, I might buy again. Okay, now we have two ways to enter this. We can give up on confirmation and just take a buy trade right now, or we could wait for confirmation, taking a buy stop above this previous candle. Because if this candle breaks the tail, it tells us the sellers are present and are active, and they want to keep carrying the market to the down. And all I'm showing you right now, you can apply it to all the time frames. I'm showing you 5-minute charts and 1-minute chart because we are limited in time. We have a half an hour, 45 minutes, maybe 1 hour, but you can apply these same concepts to all the time frames. Markets are fractals, and you can apply this to the hourly chart or daily chart or whatever you like. Okay, on the 5-minute chart, first pullback, this is the pullback we were waiting for. I will cancel this buy stop. It's no longer relevant. And now on the 5-minute chart, we need to wait for price to form a pivot. You know, we know Let me zoom. Okay, let me do this bigger. We know markets move from pivots to pivots. Okay, points where market change in direction. So this was a previous pivot. This is the newest pivot right here. Now we need to form a new pivot, and then the next movement should be to the upside. We need to form a pivot down and then move to the upside. That's the movement we want to trade. But of course, we don't know where that pivot is about to form. Some people use Fibonacci's to try to know where will it form. Some use, the 38. The 38 level matches perfectly the support area we were looking for, so it might happen right there. Some use the 50 level, and after the 61 level, I don't think there will be a retracement. If it breaks all the way, I will just go down I'll just go out the trade. Let me, and you can see right about the support level, there was the buying pressure. Is the host the same every day? That's the question. No, we're several traders here. We host every day. Someone else hosts the trading room. I'm happy we're on I don't celebrate this, but I'm glad we have the opportunity to show how to manage an open position when it's running against you. So I'm glad we have this opportunity. I think there's a lot to learn from trades that start going against you. Okay, now the sellers are very, very active. We need to start looking for some bullish pressure in this area, somewhere in this area. But in the meantime, there's only selling pressure. We should see some buyers getting in soon. Are you funded the 5ers trader? Just wondering, the broker is different. This is all 5ers traders will move eventually to this platform and this trade and these trading conditions. I'm new here. Welcome, Rick. Keep coming. There's a lot to be learned in these trading rooms. Look, I see the market, and I only see selling pressure right now. Like the buyers had just step away. But again, we are right now in the 38 level, Fibonacci level. Right down here would be the 50 level. And this is the place where we should see some buying pressure. And if the market just keeps moving down, we will take the little loss. What do you say about the platform? All traders use the same platform here at the 5ers. We're right now moving we're in the process. It's a slow process. But we're moving to these trading conditions, to this broker and these spreads and everything. So you will soon have same conditions. When is that scheduled to happen? In the next weeks. Will you add position? What will be the risk percentage? I need to measure that. If I add all my setup breaks down here, correct? So if I add a new position right here, where the market is, let's say at this level, so that trade would also go out here. So that would be 10 pips. This trade right here is risking 30 pips, and I would add another trade with a 10 pip stop loss. So according to that, that would be like 40 pips in total. According to that, I need to do my numbers and then adapt my lot size. Okay, finally, on the 1 minute chart at least, we have some buying pressure now. You know, these long bearish candles ended, and now we have some bullish momentum. So I need to get in soon. Let me find. Look forward to a change. Okay, I'll go back to the question soon. Let me see the trade. Okay, so I added the second position. I'm in a second long. Now I have to decide why do I what I want to do with this trade, because I have this loss up here, so I could either average the loss, you know, just get out from both trades in this area, and then take a little bit of profit and a little bit of loss, and you know, just break even on the trade. So it depends on how the price starts to form and develop. I will take that decision. In the meantime, if I stick to my 5 minute chart, precisely in the area we anticipated a pivot, we might be forming that. We still need to wait 1 more minute for this 5 minute candle to close, so we can assume this would be the new pivot, and then the next movement should be to the upside. But we need to wait. If the 5 minute chart fails to close there and forms a wick to the down, I might go out of all the trade, because there's a lot of selling pressure. So I really want to see some buyers coming in. My setup on the 5 minute chart, if I want to do the same analysis than the 1 minute chart, if I want to do the same on a 5 minute chart, then I could place a sell stop, a buy stop here, because that would be the turning point. Now, I'm not sure I want it right now because I'm in a better position, but that could be another entry point here in the top side. Now, these wicks on the bottom part, I like them forming because now buyers are coming in. We have the close now, and then now we can readapt our trade. Okay, if we anticipate this to be the pivot, we could add another buying position and then move our stop loss from this part right here to this pivot, because if this pivot fails, there might be a continuation to the downside, and we don't want to stay there. So I will add. So instead of having my stops down there, I might move them to the, wait, I need to get in. Okay. Let's review what's going on. Let me zoom out. Okay, this is the trade. Instead of leaving all my stops here, I will move them to this area. So I'm not risking more, I'm actually risking the same. And now I will try to average this trade right here with the top one. And I will leave one of these running. Of course, if everything fails, if this pivot just fails here, I might start scaling out of the trade. Do you change the stop loss? I don't change the stop loss. I trail my stop to reduce risk. I never make it larger. I only make it smaller. Okay. And this is the decision point, because if this support doesn't hold, we might see continuation to the downside, and we want to be out of the trade. We had all this buying pressure that failed. You can see all these buying candles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 buying candles, just blow out by one bearish candle. Okay, so the bears are in control right now, and we don't want to fight that. So let me scale down. I will scale down a little bit if this breaks. Are there change in commissions too? I think, I'm not sure. I think it's $4 per lot, full lot. So that's the commission, but there's a much better spread. There's variable spreads here and much better than before. Okay, I think we're gonna get stopped out. And when I take a loss, you do need to ask yourself is, we always want to be right, correct? We always want to be in the right side of the trade and be right. We're having a hard time taking losses. We want to be right. We don't like being wrong. But in the market, there's no way you can be right all the time. So you just need to remember that there are good trades that make money, and there are bad trades that make money. And you have also bad trades that make money and bad trades that lose money. So the profit, or the outcome of the profit, it's not something we can control. We can only control the decisions we make and the setups we get in. And if we took a good setup with the correct lot size, and the outcome is something you don't need to be worried about. Like in this case, it should take me out, but I don't need to be upset of taking this loss. Actually, taking the loss right now is the right thing to do, but I need to be glad or not upset because I took the setup. I know there are breakouts, there are pullbacks, first retracement on the breakout. You know, there's demand in this area right here, and I wanted to take the next movement to the upside. So I did that. I took a good trade that the outcome of the trade was a losing position, okay? But my part of the equation, taking the right trade, I did that. So I cannot be upset of taking the loss, okay? Because I do not control the loss. Now if I would like to continue trading, will be a little short in time, but we can now see the setup. If this candle on the 5-minute chart forms this way, my setup is still valid. Okay, the candle is just forming right now. We would have to wait 4 more minutes to see how this closes. But if this candle closes with a tail in the bottom, or like showing some buying pressure, the setup is still valid. I would keep trading the long side until this pattern or this trade breaks down and goes to the downside, and then I would be done for the day. In the 1-minute chart, I start to see the buying pressure. But I want to trade. I want to wait for a setup on the 5-minute chart, and then to execute that setup on the 1-minute chart. I don't want to trade setups formed in the 1-minute chart. So we need to wait. Let me go to some questions. What's going on in the Euro USD? Euro USD on the 1-minute chart has just formed outside range, maybe a Quasimodo. You know, we had higher highs, lower low. So price might go to these levels right here. And then this is a selling pattern right here. Last question about the changes. MT5 going to be available? No, we're staying in MT4. Not MT4. No MT5. Okay, I think we're about to end. If there's any more questions, we always want to watch winning trades. You know, that's what all we want. But you can't control that, right? We have winning session, winning trades, and losing trades. All these 3 positions were all part of one trade. Okay, I just split the trade in 3 little positions. So I had this trade that failed. Before the trading room, I took the short positions on the Euro USD. Those did succeed. So I think that's it. There's a lot to be learned from losing trades. Losses happen, correct? You know, the losses are the cost of making business in trading. So so unless anyone has another questions, something else, if not, I'll wrap up. And tomorrow, same time, we'll see you in the trading room. How many trades you take a day. It really depends on what market tells me. I try not to force trades. So it depends on the patterns that form. Every day is different and unique. So thank you for coming. We'll see you tomorrow.